View of the ocean.
Good morning from a really beautiful cafe in Yeosu. And Yeosu is a city which is located in the very south of Korea. Like the next thing, which is even more to the south, is Jeju Island. And Yeosu, I guess, is more popular among Korean people than foreigners.
I know nothing about here. I had one person in high school that was from here. That's literally the only thing I knew about here. It's really nice. It's very interesting geography. It's like the mountains and the water very blended in together.
I knew about a lot of places in Korea which like either went viral or are just popular travel destinations, but I've never heard about this place, and for the first time I've heard about it maybe like a month or two ago from my friend. She really recommended to go here for summer. Before rainy season starts, we decided to come, and the weather seems to be fine this weekend. Yes, it was raining a lot, and this morning too, but now the only problem is it's like super windy, extremely windy. You could see it outside, but I hope that at least it will not be raining anymore. And it looks really beautiful. And this cafe, oh my gosh, it's like everyone's dream to have their own like cafe. And also they live there, and also they have their own like garden near the sea. I want to have the same thing when I grow old. How are you feeling about going on a Ferris wheel again?
A little scary, but I'll be okay.
The views will be beautiful. Right now we are on a Ferris wheel, and every time we go on Ferris wheel, basically we don't on a lot of them. Jack is not like hyper-distance, okay? Because like everyone has their fears, but I love them. So yeah, one more Ferris wheel in our list. Hello!
Fly away with me, take you high, soaring, see you smile, it's my only dream.
Staring out into the sea, waves come crashing up to
But where did we just come? The wind is as strong as it was in the very morning, and it's quite difficult to walk here near the sea because the hair is just everywhere. When I was planning this trip, I think I used only AI's help. I didn't even look into some kind of like videos on TikTok or other social media platforms because I didn't really want to plan too much, plus we don't really have that much time here. So I just asked AI what to do here and where to go, and the park where we went, it was recommended like a lot, and like iconic kind of like hand which you can walk up to is also in that park, but the line is a bit crazy. We had to wait for quite some time, but that's fine. The Ferris wheel there is really cool. I think I really recommend it if you don't have like
Fear of heights.
fear of heights. Yeah, but that was really cool.
No, but actually the Ferris wheel was fine. It was really stable. Considering how windy it is today. It's really windy today, it's incredible. The theme park was really cool. I think it's a really nice addition to the city. It's right on the coastline. It's really beautiful. You can get a beautiful view of the coastline from the Ferris wheel and the park. Along the coast, there's a road you can walk along. It's not very walking friendly, but it's okay, you can still do it. Just the geography of this region is incredible. There's a lot of islands, like small rocks, basically. They're not really even islands. The water is very clear and emerald. The water really blends into the mountains. Very scenic. The southern tip of the Korean peninsula has a lot of islands. I think there's like 1,000 islands or something. And then while on our walk, we came across this cafe. And this cafe is it's on a huge estate. It's split into two major buildings. One is the ocean building, and this one we're at is the sky building. The ocean building is lower, it's closer to the water. But each building is just huge, especially the sky building. Like it's massive, it has like 5 floors. We're on the 4th floor right now. Amazing views of the ocean. This is what I love about Korean mega cafes. It's like just a good place to spend time at, you know?
But I feel like this cafe is not just mega cafe, it's like super duper mega cafe because I've never seen such a big place. Like it has a few different buildings. It also has like a separate huge parking lot.
So I think we found the best view spot at the rooftop of this cafe. Okay, so this cafe complex is called Moifin. So this whole cafe was inspired by Finland. So even when you order pastries, you'll see a Finnish flag inserted into the croissant. This complex, it has 2 buildings. The ocean building is lower, the sky building is higher. Come to the sky building and come to the rooftop. This is a 5-floor building. Go to the top floor, go to the rooftop, and you can get this incredible view of the ocean and the surrounding islands. Yeah, definitely the best view. The water is so clear. The sun is bright today. Not too hot.
The sun is too bright, so I'm kind of looking away from you, sorry.
Yeah, it's an incredible spot. I highly recommend coming up here. Or if you're interested, if you have some extra money, you can book a hotel. They have like swimming pools overlooking the ocean and stuff.
The sun just hid behind the clouds, so I'm really happy because now I can actually see everything. But the view is just the most gorgeous views that I could expect from like Yeosu, especially when the sun shines, the water becomes like kind of like emeralds. Yeah, I'm just so happy that we didn't skip this cafe. So we are going to a temple which is located on the top of a kind of like mountain in the very south part of Yeosu, and this is not easy, but we'll update you more later.
We are at a Buddhist temple built on a cliff. Lots of rocks here. The place is called Hyangiram. It's in a very remote location. In fact, the taxi driver's waiting to pick us up on our way back. I recommend coming at a time of day when there's not a lot of people. Like, this place closes at 7 p.m. Because when it's crowded, cars are not allowed to come close to the temple. Now the way up here is very, very steep incline. So like 30-degree incline, I think. So very hard to walk up here all the way from the bottom of the mountain. Thankfully, the car was, since there's not a lot of crowd right now, the car was able to bring us up all the way to the beginning of the gate. Yeah, the temple is really beautiful. It's incredible how it's built in the middle of rocks. And there's a few prayer locations that we saw, all distributed across the site. And every one of them, I guess it's praying time right now, prayer time. That I saw Buddhist monks doing actual prayers. So it's very interesting to see. The view of the water is incredible. Yeah, really recommend this place. It's a kind of one of a kind, I think.
I feel like throughout these kind of like almost 10 months in Korea, I've seen so many temples in Korea, but every time, almost each temple has like something interesting about itself that previous ones didn't have. And like this one, for me, it's definitely that it is like so literally on the rocks. Yes, it is on the mountain, and a lot of temples are actually on the mountains, but this one has like rocks that are stuck together somehow. I don't know how, and looks like everything will fall just in the next minute, but it doesn't fall. And there were like this kind of like in between rocks walks that was really cool and scary. This temple is definitely worth visiting, but just mind that you should either have a car or rent a car, or you can come here by taxi, because I don't think that in Yeosu, especially on the kind of like peninsula island part of it, you absolutely cannot rely on public transportation. So just keep that in mind, and of course taxi might be kind of expensive coming from the Yeosu city itself, but if you can come here, I think it's definitely worth it. It's really beautiful in the evening when it's not that hot, and just standing here and realizing that this is kind of like the end of Korea peninsula. Yes, there's like Jeju Island, but still this, not from like this side, but more like from that side that we also saw. That's like the end. There is no kind of Korea peninsula anymore. And I don't know, this feeling is just so interesting and special. But also I have to tell that, yes, like nature viewing and just enjoying the sea here is great. I'm not really sure about swimming, because it seems like here are not that many like beaches, because Yeosu seems to be just like mountains and the tops of the mountains which are like underwater. So I don't know if you can really swim here that much, but for overall like enjoying nature, it's a great place. So we just came to this place, and Jack tells that they go with his family quite often here when they want some kind of like seafood. And it's a chain, but still, here in Yeosu, the seafood, I guess, is the main ingredient for most of food because it's literally located next to the sea. So we will eat some fish, and to be honest, I don't really like seafood in general. I don't really eat it often, and I thought that I really wanted something authentic, but then I changed my mind because honestly, authentic seafood places, they are like too authentic for me, and I do prefer like something more like modern, I'd say. So yeah, that's how we ended up here, and we will finally eat proper food for the first time of the day. My legs absolutely hurt, but we will get some energy. Good morning. This is our last morning in Yeosu, and we just went to the train station quickly to drop our suitcase. But just mind, the storage there works only till 6 p.m. So we had to rearrange our plans a little bit because of that. But yeah, everything worked out.
Driving around, we noticed that there was a lot of new developments in the city near the KTX train station, because in 2012 there was a expo, international expo. It's an event where countries around the world they select a city to visit. I don't remember the interval of this event, but every few years they select a city and they all gather together, and every country shows off some kind of culture, something about each of their countries. I noticed that there's a huge convention center, a lot of new developments, all thanks to the Yeosu Expo that happened in 2012. I'm quite impressed with the size of this city. I never knew this was such a big city. Honestly, feels bigger than cities like Sokcho. I don't know about Gyeongju, but it's just the fact that this place is so scattered geographically. But every island and every corner of the coastal area, there's some kind of development going on. So it feels quite vibrant, to be honest. I'm quite impressed with Yeosu.
While Jack is picking up our order, I will just quickly tell that I didn't really have any kind of expectations about Yeosu, but I really, really liked it. And the only thing maybe that I don't like is that here are not that many like beaches where you can actually swim, but the view is gorgeous anyway, so like wow, I really want to stay here for some time, especially in summer, just enjoying the weather and just enjoying the water a little bit more. It really feels like some kind of Korean Hawaii, and if we'll take Jeju Island for example, I haven't been there, okay, but I do think that Jeju might not have such views as here, just because Jeju is one big island and it doesn't have that many like small kind of like island rocks nearby. So that's why Yeosu is really cool. The reason why we chose this specific restaurant was that online it was recommended as a place to take pictures and enjoy the flowers, which we both forgot how to pronounce in English, so that's the name of them. And their season, like when they bloom, is like June, so exactly now. And for some reason I didn't really see that many of them here. I feel like are more popular in Jeju. But this place has a few like bushes, so they look just gorgeous. The size of the food here is also great and it's delicious. The kind of seafood that I wanted together with like pasta or, risotto, so amazing place. sitting here and looking out of the window, seeing this view, it feels like we're at some kind of like extremely expensive resort, but no, it's Yeosu. And I think more people should get to know about it, especially foreigners, because it could be such a beautiful getaway for the weekend. I think yesterday we were going by that taxi, and the taxi driver told that, for example, the road which leads to the temple, which we showed you yesterday, is new, right? And it was like built.
Not new, but like. Yeah, another good thing I want to say about this city is like all the roads are really well maintained, surprisingly well maintained. But the geography of this region is there's like a chain of islands, but they're all well connected. Unless you're living in the farther remote islands, then you need to take a boat. But really, for quite a good length, there's a lot of well maintained roads to many corners of these islands. I'm quite impressed. To give you another example, even yesterday when we went to the Buddhist temple on top of the mountain, like that hill was just like nuts, but the roads were well maintained, so the cars were able to just drive no problem. Just overall, my impression is that the city is being taken care of by the government. You know, a lot of places in the world, you go there, you just know. You just take a look. You know the city, that they don't care about the place. But here I get a good impression so far.
I also don't really know what Korean people think about this place and how often they come here, but it feels like it's still kind of in the process of becoming more and more touristy in a way, especially for like summer season, because here are quite a lot of cafes, for example, but a lot of them don't really have any pictures on neighbor maps, or a lot of them are quite empty, I'd say, except some like really mega cafes or those that went viral. For example, this place, I learned about it from social media. So I feel like the city is still being like in the process of getting really touristy and being ready for a lot of tourists. But yeah, it's already really easy to get to, and it's already extremely nice, but just again, don't expect to really swim here. But about enjoying the nature and just seeing the views, amazing. So since we don't really have much things to do today, we decided to walk back to the Artland where we were yesterday. And we're walking on a road which doesn't really have a walking trail, but I guess it's fine. The only problem is that it can be kind of like dangerous because here are a lot of cars, but it's okay. We ate a lot, so now we are trying to use these calories for walking. And it's still nice. Here are a lot of like bamboo trees, and the smell of nature is just amazing. The weather is like not worst at all. It is quite hot, and it was supposed to be more like cloudy today, but apparently it's really sunny. But it's still kind of like cooler than I feel like usually in summer here. Plus it's not that humid yet because the rainy season didn't start. So I think we came here just in the perfect time. And I do think it's the best to come to Yeosu in maybe like early June or middle of June, depending on the weather. Just because these beautiful flowers are blooming, the name of which I don't know how to pronounce, so I'll write it here again. The weather is like fine, and if you find yourself like some kind of villa or like hotel with a pool, you can enjoy just like swimming and relaxing. We are going to B3 floor of the cafe, so probably we will see the beach right now. This is crazy!
I'm B.
Oh, you're Chungbuk. So we came to another cafe. Basically, traveling in Korea, and I feel like especially here, is all about like cafe hopping with beautiful views, enjoying the nature.
But like these cafes are worth it. Like we've been to, I don't know, 50 cafes around the country at this point. These cafes are like competitive. Honestly, anywhere in the world. It's incredible. The incredible thing about this cafe is turn the camera around real quick. You see how like these windows are like really high? So when you're inside, you get an incredible like entire cliff view of the ocean. This place is right next to a Ferris wheel, so don't miss. We didn't come here yesterday, but I'm really glad we didn't skip it today. It's incredible. Today we're having a slow day, basically just cafe hopping on just a kind of a one part of the Yeosu city. So another thing I love about here is just these rock formations. It's just really beautiful all around.
And even so, these cafes are really amazing and cool, and you could think that, oh, they might be crowded, but they are not crowded, to be honest. Like, even on a Sunday afternoon, here are not that many people, but the cafe itself is just huge. So if you live here, it must be so cool to just come here during the work day and just work for half a day. Just take one drink and work as long as you want, with such an amazing view and with the sound of the ocean. Yeah, like living here could be a privilege in a lot of ways if you like this kind of lifestyle. We took 2 different salt breads. One of them is just a regular one, and the other one is unusual. What do you think goes in there?
It has squid ink.
Ooh.
That's why it's like black.
Do you think it has like a specific taste? I hope no.
Just we're about to find out, but usually it just tastes a little darker.
Ooh.
Yep.
Ooh. Ooh. Okay, let's see. Let's find out.
That's the squid ink. This is the regular salt bread. Okay, let me have a taste. I don't really taste any difference.
Me neither. Yeah. Can't really tell.
They're both good.
So there's one more part of this like islands that we didn't really talk about, and let me try to find it.
So yesterday, when we found the beach, we were super excited to walk on the sand, but we noticed an incredible number of these bugs that look like cockroaches. And we were quite disturbed, and we were wondering what these little creatures are. But just now at this cafe, I was on my way to the bathroom, and I saw a warning sign that says, well, not really a warning. They were like, oh, these bugs, they are just natural inhabitants of the beaches here, so don't be alarmed, they are harmless. And finally, I got to learn the name of this insect. It's not cockroach. In Korean, it's called getaway. I just Googled about this insect, and apparently they're really harmless. If anything, they're actually good for the ecosystem because they eat like the dead fish or like just like a lot of harmful bacteria around the beaches.
But they definitely don't look pretty.
They honestly look like cockroaches. Some of them are pretty big if they grow fully. It's quite disturbing, to be honest. They look like short centipedes. So honestly, if you have like an insect phobia, avoid the beaches here. Okay, so this structure behind me, it's a ship. Well, it's a miniature version of the ship that General Yi, back in the 1500s, quite successfully combated Japan when they invaded Korea. And General Lee was a legendary general who is heavily respected in Korea. He's one of the national heroes, and he built this ship, and it played a really important role in combats against Japan. And it's called Kobuksan, which means a turtle ship. So you can see, like, the whole ship is shaped like a turtle, although there's a dragon head in the front, and on top of the turtle shell you can see a lot of thorns. This ship is just very, very famous. Everyone knows about it in Korea. And anyway, the reason this thing is here in front of the Yeosu train station is because, in fact, there's like 5 other locations that have this miniature version across the city. The reason is because he built this ship here in the 1500s.
Lonely hours, trying to win your heart, trying to get to where you.
So we left our stuff at the locker at the train station, but they closed at 6 and it's already 6. So we just took it and we were trying to find like a place to eat somewhere near the train station. It was a bit difficult, but we did find this place. It's actually in the building of like Expo exhibition, which was held here a long time ago. And as you can see, it's really authentic with a K-drama being on TV. And I have to say, here are no people. Like, that's really kind of sad because it's Sunday evening, but here's quite no one in the city in general. I'm sure there are other places in the city where there are like a lot of people because, I don't know, life is going on there, like in the city center, but here are absolutely no people. And I know that when you go to like a city near the sea, it's better to try like some seafood, right? But for example, for me, I'm not a fan, to be honest. Jack just agreed with me that he's okay with anything. So we still did have some seafood, but not like really authentic experience. And I do think that Korea is kind of like, any place in Korea is close to the sea basically, so you can eat seafood everywhere. Now we will have Bungasu to finish this trip, and we are going to one more place which might be a must to go to if you are in Yeosu. So we'll take you there soon.
And I would live a million lonely lifetimes if I knew I could get back to you. Yeah, I just wanna get back to you. May take some time. I don't wanna find no one but you in my arms. If it's a test, I'm doing my best.